Hello everyone and welcome to part 33 of this puzzle run on chess.com where you can follow along as I solve these puzzles. And it's been a little while since I've done these, so I've been neglecting my tactics. So let's begin here. We have black and it looks like white. White pawn just maybe captured on d5. I didn't see, I think he captured a pawn there. So material wise, it looks like black is behind here, I believe, by a rook and two pawns. So looks like black must do something immediately to stay in this game. But what here? Well, it looks like the rook is cutting off the white king's escape. And we have different checking possibilities. This pawn could check, but it looks like the king could move up to here. All right. Well, as always in these, pause if you need more time to think. I believe I found the right move. Let me double check here. All right. Okay, I think it is this. And then sacrifice the queen, and then the rook delivers mate. All right, so I hope you got that one. Let's move on to the next one here. Okay, the queen was under... Oh, no, the queen wasn't under attack. It was moving out of the way to let this pawn press forward here. And also there's a possibility of a check on the black king here. So what does white have? All right. All right. Well, once again, pause the video if you need more time to think. But it looks like there are a couple ways to go here. If we check here, send the king up here or here. If we capture, the queen is covering this, preventing an immediate mate. So queen to c2 check. We can't capture the pawn or the queen will capture. So if the king moves, well then we could check with our rook. And there's a possible block here with the knight. Okay, I think that's it. Check. Then the rook. Check. And then, well, we can just check again and then mate. All right, well, I hope you found that one. And let's move on to the next one here. Okay, the pawn is just pushed forward, attacking our queen. So what do we have in this position? Is there any way to go after that king? We can pick off. No, the pawn is protected. We have two bishops kind of aiming up there, and our queen and our knight. All right, well, don't know if I see... That's pretty tricky. And remember to pause the video if you need more time. But I think we could possibly just give up our knight here, attacking the queen. If the pawn captured, well then, what do we have? Is there some kind of follow-up? I mean, the queen could check here. The king would have to run. We could check again, but the king could escape to here. And then I don't see a follow-up. Let's see. So this looks like it's going to be a tricky one. Do we sacrifice the queen? Does that do anything? Probably not. All right, well, what do we have? Knight sacrifice. If the pawn captures, we could check. The queen could block, but then the bishop would capture. How do we keep the king from escaping here and then running away? Would do anything to bring our bishop up there and just check, and then the king captures, and we could check here and fork the king and the queen, but he doesn't have to capture that bishop. He could just run away immediately, but then we could check him. No, the king would capture us. All right. Well, does that do anything? Bishop to h2 check. The king cannot capture that because then the knight could just capture and fork. So what if the king just moves here? Or just moves here? I don't know. It looks like knight captures on g4. Pawn captures. And does the queen just check up here? The king would have to run to here. If we check, the king could run down to here. I just don't see a follow-up there. Just don't see what we could do then. And if we go here, then what? All right, well, this is taking too long. Hopefully you found something better than I have, because I just don't see much in this position. Okay, that's what they wanted, but now once we go here, he can run away. And then what does that get us? He runs away there. Do we go here? No, because we're under attack. Do we just capture this pawn and check him? Does that do anything? He could just run over to here, and then what do we do then? I'm just not seeing much here. Okay, so now we check him. He runs down to here, but I don't see any kind of a good follow-up after that. And what can we do next? How do we follow this up? Do we attack the queen here? Maybe that does something. We attack the queen. And the queen runs. It lets us move this pawn up. I don't know here. It looks like we should follow up with the bishop attacking the queen. Once the queen has to move somewhere, then we could check. The king is going to have to move down if the queen goes here. So maybe that's it. Or, well, the queen could move. No, it can't move here because of this bishop. So maybe that's it. Bishop attacks the queen. The queen, well, the queen could just go here. And then what do we do? The queen goes there. Do we just push forward with this pawn? All right. I don't know. That looks like the best move is to attack this queen, but what if we check immediately? The king would have to move to here. Okay, I don't know. That looks like what we wanted, but now we just take the queen. So why didn't they just retreat the queen? That is the question. Should I review that? Do an analysis and see why? Okay, so what is this? This is not even the same position, right? Why is this showing up here? Oh, okay, it's from an actual game. All right. So that, then h takes g4, then check, king runs, then here, why doesn't he just go here? Then I guess it allows this breakthrough here, or it says queen to h3 works as well. Queen to h3, king to e2, queen takes g4, king back to f1, and then looks like e3 is a problem. So e3, why not knight takes e3? Leads to a mate. Anyway, this was a tricky position. Before I just dive all into this, I guess we better move on to the next one or this video will go really long. All right. On to the next one. The knight has just moved up here to e5. All right. And what do we have going on here? Well, looks like we can immediately check with our queen. The king would have to move, and then we can go here. And would that be a mate? And then if we go here, nope, that's not what they wanted. Okay, so I guess I should have taken a moment to look at it better. All right. So you got to go here. I'm driving back and then go there. All right, I should have taken a little better look at that. Okay, I'll do one more problem here. Hopefully we can end on a positive note. So, what is this? B3 was played. All right, B3. What does the material look like? 5 pawns. We're ahead by a pawn. Or no, actually they are ahead. A rook for a bishop and a pawn. Okay. Well, does this do anything here? Capture, the queen's all protected. So, do we threaten? Well, I don't know about this one. I mean, I guess we could just move here, threaten a mate on g2. He can't block with this. Is there anything he can do about that? He can make room. No? Well, maybe that's it. If we go here. Queen to d5, threatening a mate in 1 here on g2. And he can't block it by pushing his pawn. All right. Well, I guess that's it. There's no way to stop this mate here right up the middle because this bishop is pinning this pawn that could have blocked it. All right. Well, I'll end there, and I hope you enjoyed trying to solve these tactics, and I hope you did better than me on some of them. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments or suggestions. And thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.